She turned her body into armor and her voice into weapon. The world laughed, desired, and used her, but never asked what it cost her to survive. The series opens with Valeria, a shy journalism student living in Madrid in early 2000s, who has struggled all her life with her gender identity. From childhood, she feels different but lacks the language or courage to understand herself fully. While watching a late night television, she becomes fascinated by Cristina, famously known as Le Veneno, a bold transgender woman who rose to fame in 1990s Spain television. Christina's confidence, humor, and visibility leave a deep impression on Valera, who see her in something she has never allowed herself to be. Later years, Valera unexpectedly meets Christina in person. At this point, Christina is no longer the media sensation she once was. She is living on the margins, bitter about how fame used and abandoned her. Despite Christina's rough exterior, Valera is drawn to her story and decides she wants to write her biography. Christina is initially suspicious and defensive, but she enjoys the attention and the idea of reclaiming her voice. This meeting marks the beginning of complicated relationship between the two women. As Valera starts recording Christina's memory, the narrative shifts between present-day interviews and Christina's past. Viewers are taken back to southern Spain, where Cristina was born as Joselito in a poor, conservative family. From very young age, Joselito shows feminine traits and feels trapped in a body that does not reflect who truly she is. This leads to a constant ridicule, violence, and rejection, especially from her family and the people in her hometown. These early experiences establish a deep bond that shaped Christina's later personality, both her strength and her self destructive tendency. Meanwhile, Valera's involvement in Christina's story begins to affect her deeply. As she transcribes interviews and revisits Christina's memory, she recognizes the parts of herself she has been long suppressed. And Christina's courage forces Valera to comfort her own fear of living authentically. And for the first time, Valera begins to consider that her feelings are not something to be ashamed of, but something that deserve acknowledgement. In the second episode, Valera pushes Christina to talk about her childhood, but Christina resists revisiting those memories. Through flashback, the audiences see how lonely and dangerous Joselito's upbringing was. She is bullied, abused, and made to feel like disgrace, forcing her to leave hometown at a very young age. At school and in the street, Joselito is bullied restlessly. Other children mock her voice, her gesture, and her appearance. Adults either ignore the abuse or participate in it. These early experiences leave deep scars, teaching her that survival means toughness, humor, and emotional armor. Even as a child, she learns to perform confidence as a defense against cruelty. Back in prison, Valera listens instantly as Christina recounts her life, but she notices that Christina avoids certain topics. Whenever she asks about Christina's family or childhood, she becomes aggressive or dismissive, changing the topic or turning the conversation into a joke. These scenes reveal the harsh reality faced by transgender people in Spain during that era, where survival often means silence, escape, or renovation. Meanwhile, Valera begins to realize that telling Christina's story is also forcing her to comfort her own identity. Christina's life becomes a mirror for Valera's fear, desires, and unanswered questions. As Christina slowly opened up, Valero gained confidence, not just as a writer, but also a person beginning to understand herself. And by the end of episode 2, it is clear that biological will change both of them. One person recalming her past and the other discovering who truly she is. The series is not just the story of a famous transgender icon, but also the story of how one woman's life can change another's. Christina is slowly reclaiming her past, piece by piece, while Valeria is beginning a journey towards self acceptance. Their relationship is messy, tense, and emotionally charged, but it also transformative. The first two episodes lay the foundation of a story about identity, trauma, frame, and survival. They show how pain can shape a person, how visibility can be both empowering and destructive, and how telling the truth, no matter how painful, can become an act of healing. And thanks for watching the video. Do like, share, and subscribe.